जय हिंद एवरीवन। वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु। इस श्लोक का अर्थ है, कंस और चाणूर का वध करने वाले देवकी के आनंदवर्धन वसुदेव नंदन जगत गुरु श्री कृष्णचंद्र की मैं वंदना करता हूँ।
Pranam dear student. Till last session we had learned about simple equation, solution of simple equation, how to solve simple equation. Now today in this session we are going to learn application of simple equation. Means how we can apply the simple equation in our real life situation. There are many situations where we can apply this simple equation to find out age, or when we are playing. Okay, when two players are playing and asking different question, at that time while finding age or by getting or to get the numbers, in this we will use this simple equation. Now let us have one example that in your textbook also one example is given. Example 8, the sum of three times a number and 11 is 32. Sum of 3 times a number. Now here the number is unknown. As I told, in real life situation, when we have to find out the unknown number, the number which we don't know, okay, we use simple equation. So here also it is given the sum of 3 times of number is not given, and 11 is 32. Find the number. So we can say that let the number be x. Here we can assume the number, and we know that the unknown, it is unknown, so we can use it as a variable, which it may be a, b, c, d, e or x, y, z, any of the alphabet. Okay, now it is given 3 times of a number, so we can say 3 times of number is equal to 3x. 3 times of number is equal to 3x. Now sum of 3 times of number and 11 is 32. So we can say that according to question, it is given sum of 3 times of number and 11, that is 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. So it is given here in question that the sum of 3 times of number and 11 is equal to 32. It means 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. So we can say that 3x plus 11. Now we want value of this x. So this 11 we need to remove. So when this 11 will go this side, it will become 32 minus 11. 3x is equal to 32 minus 11 is 21. Now we need to remove this 3. So x is equal to 21 upon 3, x is equal to 7. So the number is, we can write, so the number is 7. So the number is 7. So in this way we can find out the unknown numbers or the unknown things, okay, in our real life also. Suppose if someone playing the game and to find out the age, here also you can use simple equation. Okay, now let us see exercise 4.4 to understood more how we can use this simple equation in real life or practically. In exercise 4.4, exercise 4.4, let's begin from question number 1. Question number 1 here is set up equation and solve them to find out the unknown number in the following case. Here first we have to set up the equation and then we need to find out the unknown number. Here in A1 it is given that add 4 to 8 times a number, you got 60. Now here the number is unknown, so first we will assume the number. Let the number be x. Let the number be x. Now it is also given, add 4 to 8 times a number. Now 8 times a number is equal to 8x. Here I had assumed x, but you can assume anything, y, z, a, b, c, d, m, n, o, whatever you like. Okay, then add 4 to 8 times. So now we can say that according to question, it is given, add 4 to 8 times of number, that is 8x plus 4 is equal to 60. 8x plus 4 is equal to 60. Now 8x is equal to 60 minus 4. We imply that 8x is equal to 56. X is equal to 56 upon 8. X is equal to 7. So the number is 7. We can write here the number is, so the number is 7. So this is the answer of first question. So in this way, first we have to assume the number, then we have to make the equation, then we have to solve the equation to get the number. Now let us see question number D. When I subtract 11 from twice a number, the result was 15. 11 from twice a number, here also the number is unknown. So let the number be x. Now it is given the twice, when I subtract 11 from twice a number. Oh, now twice a number is equal to 2x. Now according to question, we can say 2x, when I subtract 11 from twice a number, 2x minus 11, 11 from twice a number means 2x minus 11 is equal to 15. So this will be 2x is equal to 15 plus 11. 2x is equal to 15 plus 11, so it will be 26. X is equal to 26 upon 2. X is equal to 13. So x is equal to 13. Now we can say that, so the number is 13. Now let us do G1. G, it is given that one thing of a number, if we take away 7 from 5 by 2 of a number, the result is 23. Now number is unknown, so let the number be, suppose y. Now it is given that if we take away 7 from 5 by 2 of a number, now 5 upon 2 of a number is equal to 5 by 2 of y, 5 by 2 y. Now according to the question, we can say that now according to question, it is given 5 by 2 of y, take away 7, minus 7 is equal to 23. 5 by 2 of y minus 7 is equal to 23. So we imply that 5 by 2 of y minus 7, so it is 23 plus 7. We imply that 5 by 2 of y is equal to 30. Now here it is multiplied by this, so when it goes here it will become divide. So we can say that y is equal to 30 divided by 5 by 2, or we imply that y is equal to 30 multiplied by 2 upon 5. It will become inverse. So y is equal to, this will cut 6 to 6 into 2, y is equal to 12. So we can say that the number is, so the number is 12. So the number is 12. Now let us see question number 2. Question number 2 is solve the following. Solve the following. Let us see the first one. It is given the teacher tell the class that the highest marks obtained by the student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. Now it is not given that what is the highest marks, what is the highest marks is given, what is the lowest score we need to find out. But first it is given that the twice the lowest mark plus 7. So first we will assume the lowest mark. Let the lowest marks be m. Let the lowest marks be m. Now it is given that twice the lowest mark, the highest marks it is given, highest marks is equal to twice the, now according to question, we can say according to questions, highest marks is equal to twice the lowest mark, that is 2m plus 7. We imply that 2m plus 7 is equal to, highest marks is given here 87. Highest marks is given 87. So now we will solve this equation. So 2m is equal to 87 minus 7. We imply that 2m is equal to 80. We imply that m is equal to 80 upon 2. We imply that m is equal to 40. So the lowest marks is, so the lowest marks is 40. We can say that, so the lowest marks is 40. First we have to find out, assume lowest marks is equal to m. Then according to the question it is given the highest marks is twice of the lowest marks plus 7, and highest marks is given 87. So after we will get this equation, and once we get the equation we will solve it. Let us see question number B. In B it is given that in an isosceles triangle the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40. Suppose let us draw one triangle here. It is given like that. Base angle, that is this and this. This is x, suppose this is x, and it is, these both are equal, means if this is the x, this is also x, and this is given 40. Now we have to find out that what are the base angle of the triangle. What are the base angle of the triangle? So we will say, let the base angle of triangle be x. Let the base angle of triangle be x. Now we know the angle sum property, that the sum of angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. So we imply that x plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. So x plus x is 2x plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. We imply that 2x is equal to 180 minus 40 degree. We imply that 2x is equal to 140 degree. X is equal to 140 upon 2. So we implied that x is equal to 70 degree. So the base angle is, so we can say that, so the base angle is 70 degree. So the base angle is 70 degree. First we need to find out, assume base angle x. Now as per the angle sum property, that is the sum of angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. So x plus 40 degree. In this way we can solve the equation. Now let us see question number C. In question number C it is given, Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together their run fell too short of double century. Now, how many runs did each score? So, Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. इतना दिया हुआ है, राहुल का कुछ नहीं दिया हुआ है. तो let the run scored by Rahul be, let the run scored by Rahul be A. Therefore, run scored by Sachin is equal to 2A. Run scored by Rahul is A, then run scored by Sachin is equal to 2A. Now together their run fell too short of double century. Now too short of double century means 200 minus 2, which is equal to 198. Too short of double century means 200 minus 2, which is equal to 98. Now according to question, it is given together they scored, means A plus 2A is equal to too short of double century, means A plus 2A is equal to 198. 3A is equal to 198. We imply that A is equal to 198 upon 3, and we imply that A is equal to 66. A is equal to 66. So therefore we can say, so runs, here also runs scored by Rahul is equal to A, which is equal to 66, and runs scored by Sachin is equal to 2A, which is equal to 2 into 66, which is equal to 132. So in this way we will get runs scored by Sachin and Rahul. Now let us see third one, question number 3. Solve the following. In that first one, said that Irfan says that he has 7 marble more than 5 times the marble Parmit has. This type of question we had already done in exercise 4.1, but here we had just do the equation, find out the equation. We had not solved it. Now we are going to solve it also. So Irfan says that he has 7 marble more than 5 times the marble Parmit has. Irfan has 37 marble. How many marble does Parmit has? Now, so let Parmit has Y marbles. Let Parmit has Y marble, or the number of marble Parmit has is equal to Y. So therefore, we can say here in question, Irfan says that he has 7 marble more than 5 times of Parmit. So we can say that 5 times of permit marble, 5 times of permit marble is equal to 5y. 5 times of permit marble is equal to 5y. Now 7 more than 5 times of permit marble means more than 5 times of permit marble is equal to 5y plus 7. Now this is equal to, Irfan says that he has 7 more marble more than 5 times of permit. So now according to question, 5y plus 7, that is 7 marble more than 5 times of permit marble. He has this, Irfan has this marble, that is 37, because he said that he has 37 marble and he has 5 marbles. 5 times of 7 marble more than 5 times of permit marble. So now when we solve it, it will be 5 minus 37 minus 7. So 5y is equal to 30. Y is equal to 30 upon 5. Y is equal to 6. So we can say that, so permit has 6 marbles. Permit has 6 marbles. So in this way we will get the answers also. In for exercise 4.1 we had done just till here only, we had not solved, but here we are solving also. In the same way, question number 2, Lakshmi's age, father age, the same we had also done in exercise 4.1. So afterward you can do. Here we are going to do the third one, that is question number 3. Question number 3 says that people of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit tree and the number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times of the fruit trees. What was the number of fruit tree planted if the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77? Now see, the number of non-fruit trees given. We have to find out the number of fruit trees. So let the number of fruit trees be B. Let the number of fruit trees be B. Here we had seen B. Now it is given that the number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times of number of fruit. Now we will see 3 times of fruit trees is equal to 3b, 3 into b, that is 3b. Now it is given 2 more than 3 times of fruit trees is equal to 3b plus 2. Now according to the question, it is given that the non-fruit tree is equal to 3b plus 2 is equal to 77. 3b plus 2 is equal to 77. So we can say that imply 3b is equal to 77 minus 2. 3b is equal to 75. Imply that b is equal to 75 upon 3. So we imply that b is equal to 25. So we can say that, so the number of fruit trees is the number of fruit trees are is 25. So the number of fruit trees were 25. So here we end our exercise 4.4 and here we end our chapter 4 also. The remaining question you have to do in your homework. Thank you.